Okie dokie, we should be live. We should be live now for the draft. This is going to be hopefully a good one. Hopefully a good one today. And nothing too crazy goes on. Wow, the Indiana Fever gave Mo Billings 1.800k a year. Damn. Damn. But yeah, not ideal. Not ideal with the Mo Billings contract. I'm going to be honest. Really not ideal. I would hope the draft is available on, League Pass. Why is the draft Canada only? What is going on here? Canada only mock draft. I think AZ's going number one. I think it's more. I think there's more reasons for AZ going one than for that she's dating Paige Bueckers, but I do think her dating Paige Bueckers is a factor in her going number one. I don't want to discount. Does Tala going to draft count as best performance from Demons? I mean, considering how shit Demons were, maybe. Just maybe. Like, how the fuck you nearly get relegated with that team? Maybe. You know what? You might be on something. I know they got out of the relegation battle with a couple of games to go, but like they do every year. But honestly, maybe. Honestly. Like, I thought they were going to... Like, they fucking won it last year. Bring Tala back. And I'm like, okay, yeah. They're probably going to go win Super League. Like, you have... Like, what? You lose Toby Christensen? Not the biggest deal in the world. But Toby Christensen just wins. No matter where Toby Christensen goes, he wins. Every year he's played in Ireland, he's won the fucking league. Doesn't matter what league he's in. He's won the league every single year he's played in Ireland. It's mental. Can somebody tell me how to watch the draft? Like, it says Canada only. Why is it not available outside the United States? Like, why is it... Like, what is going on? Like... Why is WNBA League Pass? Like only Canada is in the rest of the world. Like, the entire world gets geo-blocked. This is mental. I know in the US, for... Like, this is mental. If it's not on League Pass, why have it all over League Pass? Only in Canada. Not even worldwide. Not even worldwide if it's not on ESPN. What is the... Can somebody please tell me... Can somebody please tell me how to find League Pass? How to find it? Can somebody please tell me? That would be incredible. ESPN US, watching from Dublin. Oh, what channel? Can somebody please tell me where I can watch it online? Is there a... Like, can somebody please tell me what websites you can use for free TV? Douglas to 10. I don't think they reach that far on Douglas, to be honest. I don't think they reach that far. YouTube TV is not a thing here. Is not a thing here. There has to be some online dodgy way of watching ESPN. Like, I got it for the expansion draft. There is some. Can someone tell me a dodgy website? Just tell me what a dodgy website is. VPN, don't have one. Do I know IPTV? Something that I can just get for free right now. ESPN, you can't get it unless you're in. You cannot get it unless you are literally in. You do realize it. Unless you're in the States. You cannot get ESPN app unless you're based in America. The TV app, cool. Maybe. Where is ESPN? WNBA streams, WNBA draft. Cool. Maybe this will work. There we go. Got it. Got it. Flaw J currently on. For some reason, I can't just download Discord. It's the only way I'm probably... I think Rosalina said she wanted to come up in the stream, so I need to send her a link. Are you watching me live? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be watching it live. I have no idea why they're going to go. Like 45 in the draft. Like, it has to be going quick enough, like. I have to check my email because of a Discord login. Oh my god. Still been another 10 minutes until they actually get into it, so it's not the end of the world. Verify login. I'm guessing AZ Fudd's going to be the first person taken. Toronto taking Shields. Where do you think they'll take Shields? Second round? Third round? 1 second. You share my Discord link. Copy. I have sent Rosie a Discord link. If she wants to hop into it, it is going to be there. It's going to be here. Fudge should go number 10. Like, you know, she's better than that. Like she's clearly better than, like, Neepkins and stuff. Reese a Shea Khan for Fud. I don't know. I have no idea if Rosie knows how to use... 1 second. I have no idea how to set up the streams like she does. Guys, this is the best stream. You're going to see someone lose their damn mind. And you want to know what I mean? I mean this when I say this. If you're looking for the most Entertaining stream, it's probably not here. If you're looking for the most, someone who knows the most, you're probably looking for Hunter Cruz. If you want somebody who knows who every single player is and still might entertain you a little bit, actually, and not go full, I might lose it on mind. Here's where you can go. If you want to watch a crash out artist, here's pretty good for that. Okay, so Ryan Rucco's there. We're at pick number 1 here. Full draft board. Who are we guessing for number 1? I'm gonna do a poll. I'm gonna have a poll in for every single pick. Start poll. Who's going 1? We're gonna have AZ, Awa, Olivia, Lauren. So who do we have in this for this poll? 92% currently saying AZ. Oh, someone. I was wondering, I just got a random Twitter DM. It's like, oh, okay, somebody sharing me a link to the draft. Appreciate that. Thank you. So 64% of people saying AZ, 25 saying Awa. And after that, we have got, what do we have? We have 2% saying Olivia Miles. I think it's a lot more likely Olivia Miles goes 1 than Awa goes number 1 at this stage. Fever, please pick someone good. Yeah, I agree. I do agree. So yeah, as of right now, we have got one second. Jersey sales will swing this. I don't think jersey sales really a swing because, like, if you're a team, your jersey sales are basically, like, they affect, not that they affect everything, but, like, if you're a team, if you sell a bunch of jerseys, the other teams make money from your jerseys. And the same with the players. Who's that standing beside Lauren? Oh, it's UCLA table. I was like, Charlie's Ledger Walker isn't supposed to be in the 16. All 6 are going to be drafted from UCLA. Do draft day trades? Yeah, but none has happened yet so far. And by the way, for anyone who's wondering why I have my mic in front of my face, I've had some sort of allergic reaction on my lip, and it is monstrous. Like, it's not even funny how swollen my lip is. I had some sort, like, something happened and I had an allergic reaction to I don't know what, and my lip has swelled like a balloon. It stopped hurting today, which is good, which means without putting any numbing on it, so we should be okay the next day or two. But yeah, if you're wondering what I'm doing. AZ will go number 1 to P's Paige. I think she might go. No, like, she wouldn't go number 1 anyway. Like, I'm sorry, I've never heard of a one-dimensional sniper going number 1 before. Like, I've never in my life in any draft seen a one-dimensional spot-up shooter. You don't see AZ doing a Bonner or refusing to play for anyone. No. There's no issue with that. Like, if AZ plays for anywhere else, I don't think she cares. Okay, so Kathy is in. Why is she wearing a green screen? That's not the move. Did we not learn from Draymond? Have we not learned from Draymond? Don't wear a green screen. Okay, so we're at the draft here anyway. We're coming up on number 1. So yeah, this will be an interesting one here. And I'm going to be, if I'm behind on stuff, I'm going to be ignoring chat, by the way. I'm going to be ignoring chat and I'm going to be ignoring my screen. Might as well wear a Liberty shirt. Yeah, I don't know what the Liberty have done. Whatever fuckery the Liberty are doing has to be illegal. So, from my screen, Kiki Rice just showed up. Let me know where you're at. What player is on the screen for you guys? See how far I am behind. But yeah, she might as well wear a Liberty shirt. Absolutely, she's very clearly pro Liberty. Very clearly pro Liberty here. I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this draft because anything can happen in this draft. The Fever have a pick this year. They're definitely going to... 10's definitely going to make the roster. And not only is 10 going to potentially make the roster, like... So 10's going to make the roster and the second round picks might make a roster. They might at least make the roster. Okay, let's see. So Tania Laxton just showed up on screen. No, not Marta Suarez. Like, I don't think you understand. Marta Suarez is not good. Do you know how bad a European player has to be for me to say they're not good? Do you not understand how bad a European player has to be if I'm saying they're not good? Like... Back-to-back number 1 picks has never not been a title before. But I do feel like these top 2 are not Paige and Caitlin. Sorry, not Paige and Caitlin. Are not Caitlin and Leah. Imagine if you're 2 number 1 picks in a row were like Charlie Collier and then you tried to overthink it and draft in the list instead of Ryan Howard. How they have 2 number 1 picks? I mean, the Fever had the money to give Natasha Howard a max contract last year. Am I going to be? I did so badly. In fact, I didn't change my team. I think I had Kayla Thornton on my bench, and I never put her into my starting lineup last year. Cover the NBA playing tournament. I probably will. That might be the start to go back into the NBA stuff. So with 2K kind of dying, I'm definitely going to be doing NBA stuff over for a while. Wait, is Talafam at the draft? Oh, Talafam's behind Daisy. Shout out Talafam. He plays in Cork. It's so funny. Like I was coaching in a college tournament, and there were like a few. Like I know a lot of lads from Cork that play, and when I went down to the tournament, about 10 lads came, or not 10. That's exaggerated. Like 3 or 4 lads come to me and like, is Tala's sister as good as people say she is? I'm like, she's probably gonna go number 1. Yeah. I've never met Tala. I've coached against him. I've never met him. I've never spoken to him. He's in there behind AZ on the right. If on AZ, the guy in the background is Talafam. He plays for UCC Demons. So the first pick in the draft is
select AZ5 University.
Yeah, like it was always going to happen. The draft kind of starts now. It was always going to happen. AZ going number 1 was always going to happen. So now is the real start to the draft. Like this is an iffy pick. I'm going to be completely honest here. This is not a good pick. This is one where you're like, okay, the team's going to make the pick. Yeah, I don't love the pick. I don't know how she fits with the wings. I don't think she's worth a number 1 pick. I would have looked to trade down this pick if I'm being honest, if I was them. But yeah, they took all the bigs, so I still can't believe they allowed Louisa Geisel-Suter to get taken. They let Geisel-Suter get taken. But like, look, this is by 100 miles the worst number 1 overall pick. The second worst number 1 overall pick since Candace Parker. Like when you go on a streak of, like, these are all the number 1 picks since Candace Parker. It is Candace Parker, Angel McCautry, Tina Charles, Maya Moore, Neko Wumake. She might be better than Chene, actually. Brittany Griner, Chene. But Chene was injuries. Chene could have been a star as well. And then Jewel Lloyd, Stewie, Kelsey Plum, AJ Wilson, Jackie Young, Sabrina Ionescu, Charlie Collier, garbage. Because that was the COVID year when no one should have came out. And then the following year was Ryan Howard, Leah, Caitlin Page. This is the worst. She is the worst number 1 overall pick in 20 years. I'm going to be honest. She is going to be the worst number 1 overall pick in 20 years. That's not saying that she's going to be bad. Like, she could be good. But, like, I don't see how she fits with Paige at the next level unless you give them a point guard. But they don't have the size to play off the ball, both of them, with Enrique. I don't know. I really don't know. So, number 1 is AZ Fudd. Number 1 is AZ Fudd with the links on the clock right now. They played in UConn? Yeah, that literally, like, AZ Fudd played for UConn. I'm like, the worst part is that I don't hate AZ Fudd as a prospect. Like, if AZ Fudd goes 5 in the draft, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, go take her a 5. That's a not bad person to get in a 5. But I'm like, I'm sorry, you're not using a number 1 pick on AZ Fudd. A number 1 pick. How to keep your star happy. Do you want to know how to keep your star happy? You make sure that you have a competitive team when she's up for renewal in 3 years' time. You don't give Jess Shepard a 3-year max. Like, you don't give Jess Shepard a 3-year max. Like, that's basically what you do. Like, this is a bad number 1 pick. This is, like, by the way, this is not the worst decision Dallas have made. I would still say this is a better pick than the Jess Shepard contract. Whatever at the Alana Smith was a bad contract, but the Jess Shepard contract was awful. Exactly. It is the wrong team for AZ as well. For her, who's going to create open shots for her and get her the ball? Nobody. And if you want to say Paige, no. There should be a guard getting Paige the ball. Paige should not be relegated to being a facilitator to get AZ Footer shots. And people are saying, oh, but like Paige and Enrique are ball dominant, so you need a non-ball dominant player. It's like, okay, so then you're basically saying you're relegating AZ Foot to being a spot-up shooter. Then why did you not just trade the pick and take Carly Samuelson out of free agency? She shoots 40% from 3. Why did you trade down to 7 and take Gianna Neepkins? Like, it's not a good pick. It really isn't. There's 1.5 players with number 1 potential in this. Like, she might come off the bench. She genuinely might be coming off the bench. So in Minnesota, chat, who do you guys are predicting for Minnesota? I'm guessing that Minnesota are going to take Olivia Miles. That's my prediction, is Olivia Miles. That would be probably my prediction. Rookie of the year will not be AZ. Maria Conde might win Rookie of the year. No, she's in Spain, so she won't. I have no idea who's going to be Rookie of the year. Whoever goes to the Fire, maybe. Like, it depends on where Betts goes. It really just depends on where Betts goes. Rookie of the year, if Tanaya Latson goes to the Fire, it'll be Tanaya Latson. Awafam starts over Dorka, no. Awafam's not as good as Dorka. Neither is Lauren Betts, by the way. None of these bigs are as good as Dorka. None of these are as good as Dorka, by the way. They could have traded down and still got AZ. I don't think they could have traded down to get AZ because I still think someone might have taken her. Fam not going 1 probably makes her drop to 4, yeah. Like Dorka can kind of play the 4. So I think it's going to be Miles. I think it's going to be Miles here. Okay, let's take a listen. Pick number 2.
Now to Kathy Engelbert to find out who
Okay.
the Minnesota Lynx will be selecting number 2 overall.
With the second pick in the 2026 WNBA Draft, the Minnesota Lynx select Olivia Miles.
Yeah, no surprise.
Texas Christian
No
University.
surprise. Olivia Miles, no surprise whatsoever. Olivia Miles at number 2. Yeah, that was my prediction there. It is not a surprise. Not a surprise at all that Olivia Miles is going to be there. And lads, actually, we've got 800 people in here. We got 900 people. We can't even get to 100 likes. Come on. Do you think we can get to 150 likes by the 3rd pick? I reckon we can get to 150 by the 3rd pick, yeah? 50 more likes? There's 1,000 of you guys in here. I really like this pick. I really, really do like this pick, I have to say. To fill in for Natisha, yeah, she probably starts at the 1. If not coming at the bench. I really like her as a pick for Minnesota. Again, if you're asking me who's going to be the better pro, Olivia Miles or AZ Fudd, higher upside in AZ Fudd, absolutely. Sorry, in Olivia Miles. The higher floor in AZ Fudd, but like the shots there, the passing is crazy. It's just there's a non-existent defense. Like there's non-existent defense. If TCU somehow get two top 10 picks, I'm be annoyed. Miles goes to, yeah, that is a 272, like, shit. I didn't think we were going to be doing that. Twin Towers in Seattle are going to tank anyway. You do realize that they're paying Izzy Magbagor. Flaw J. Johnson going number 3. I'm telling you guys, Flaw J. Johnson. People are talking about this. It's going to be Flaw J. It's going to be Flaw J. The Lynx are high on Chekova. That makes sense. I literally, so far, the top 2 picks are my top 2 picks. The Lynx getting Emma Chekova. They don't need to develop 2 young centers. Dorka's coming in to start. Flaw J or Kiki. Yes. Yeah, Kiki Rice is a possibility too. Like, it's not going to be a double big. The Sky could get bets. The Sky could either get bets or Fam, you know. Who in this draft will start? Possibly AZ. They'll probably start AZ just because they're going to start in 1 overall pick. Olivia should start. My guess is they're going to move Court Williams up to the 2 and they're going to move Kayla McBride to the 3. Or they're going to keep her at the 3 and they're going to start Howard and Dorka to start the year and then they're going to bring in Fee for Howard at some stage. That would be my guess. And they're probably going to start Olivia day 1. Like, Iana Martins, there's a possibility Iana Martins goes here at 3. I'm going to be honest. There is a possibility Iana Martins goes at 3 right here. You get behind the Fever trading for bets. I don't know about that one. Like, what would the Fever have to do to get Lauren Betts? Give up 10 KK and next year's first, maybe? That's what you'd have to do to go up from 5 to 10. Rookie of the Year is wide open. Yeah, I have no idea. I actually have no idea, to be honest. Marta Suarez 3. There is no way in hell Marta Suarez is going 3. She's not going number 3. Tasha Shasite, Rookie of the Year. If Shasite was coming over day 1, there's a possibility she's not coming over day 1. She's not coming over day 1. My guess is I'm calling Flaw J at 3. That's my prediction. Is I'm calling Flaw J here at 3. Like, I don't even mind. Like, I was probably not going to start for Seattle, but like, why would Seattle pay Ezzy Magbegor the all-time biggest contract in WNBA history, and then bench their number 3 pick? Like, if they didn't pay Ezzy Magbegor that contract, it would make sense. They paid Ezzy Magbegor that stupid contract. But yeah, I'm not going to read my chat for a while just so that nobody spoils it on me if they do. But like, Seattle also, by the way, Seattle are paying Steph Dolson $750K. Like, our fan might not be in the rotation. If the Storm are trying to win, Awa might not be in the rotation. Like, it's not a crazy thing to say that she's not as good as Ezzy Magbegor or Dominique Malonga. They literally might not put her in the rotation. Like, I hope for everyone's sake that Awa Pham does not get taken 3rd. And I don't think it's going to be Lauren Betts. I think it's going to be Flaw J or Kiki. That was in my mock draft. Appreciate that, Jay Ford. Oh, Jess Shepard's only 2 years. I don't know why I thought she was 3 years. And like, if I'm Seattle, I might trade. If I fully believe if Seattle take one of the bigs, they're trading the pick. Seattle want Flaw J. Maybe they could trade down at 6 with one of the expansion teams. Like, what could they trade one of the expansion teams to get Flaw J, who's going to be there? She probably wouldn't be there at 5 or 6 for someone who really wants bets. Screw it. If you're Seattle, I trade out of that anyway. Trade down with 6 for Portland and with Toronto. And who would you get from Toronto? Like, just try to get one of their pieces. Do they have any good young pieces? Maybe trade down to 7 and try to get Carla late. Okay, the pick is in. I have not read the chat right now. The pick is in. Okay, this is an interesting one here. I am guessing they're going to take Flaw J. Johnson. Why is this pick taking 15 minutes? Because they wanted an ad. That's an exaggeration, but still. Like, it's really annoying. I just saw in chat the name Roberta, and I'm like, Roberta definitely leaked it. So I'm just not going to do anything. I'm just not going to talk about it. They're gone in tank mode. Flaw J. Come on, take Flaw J. Get my predictions right. Make me look like a genius. Make me look like a genius. Go take Flaw J. Why is this taking so long? Just because they wanted an ad break. Okay, Kathy's coming up.
Engelbert.
With the 3rd pick in the 2026 WNBA Draft, the Seattle Storm select Awa Pham.
Oh, no. No. She's not going to play. Like, there's no way they're not trading that pick. There's no way. Like, Malonga. And they already have Malonga massively overpaid for Ezzy. They massively overpaid for Ezzy and Dolson. Surely they trade this pick. Like, Awa and Dom are going to be insane together. They're going to be insane together. But, like, she might not be in the rotation. Like, Awa is such a good player. She's known as Baby Neka. She's not. I wouldn't even say she's Baby Neka. I think she shoots 3 better than Neka. She's a lot bigger than Neka. I mean, Seattle are bringing in a development coach. Like, Yeah, Pham and Malonga will be crazy. I think I have this weird feeling they might try to play her at the 3. Start playing her at the 3 and see what happens. Oh, they're not trading the pick. Shit. Shit, they're not trading that pick. Like, I'm a little bit annoyed by that pick. Like, Awa could be a 6'5" small forward. Like, could she play at the 3? Bets anywhere but Chicago. Nah, I think she's going to go 4. On the left, there is Talafam, the GOAT. You want Bets in Toronto? I don't think she's going to go past 4. She's going to be taken here at 4. I'm guessing Flaugier to Chicago. Best to Chicago and waive Cardoso. Why would they waive Cardoso? They're trying to build around her. And lads, can we get the do we reckon we can get the 500 likes? Do you reckon we can get the 500 likes here? We're at 1,300 viewers now. We got 350 likes. We think we can get the 150 more. 150 more to get the 500 likes by pick number 4. You think Bets can fall to 6? I think Bets is a guarantee here, to be honest. I think she's a guarantee here at 4. Like, Awa playing to 3 is an interesting one. Some of these picks will be a bust. Yeah, obviously. You say some of these picks will be a bust that don't give their team a chance to go to the playoffs. You do realize since 2019, has there been a rookie that has led a team to a playoffs since Fee? I don't know. Other than Caitlin Clark, sorry. Other than Caitlin Clark since Fee. My guess is they're going to take Lauren Betts. That would be my guess is that Lauren Betts is going to go here at 4. She's big. They do need a center because... Oh, they just matched Shakira Austin. Maybe not. They matched Shakira Austin today. They matched Shakira Austin. If they didn't match Shakira Austin, it's a very different situation. Like, Lauren Betts is going to be coming off the bench if she's taken here. I keep forgetting I was working off the assumption they were going to just let Shakira Austin walk to Toronto. Are they going to trade Austin? Let's take a listen.
Season ago, first time a team did that since 1999. Back to the podium, and Kathy Engelbert.
With the 4th pick in the 2026 WNBA Draft, the Washington Mystics select Lauren Betts.
Betts going 4. I don't love this pick for the reason of they just matched Shakira Austin. So, like, they don't have this crazy amount of I love how her brother is like 7'3". She's in heels and her brother still towers over her. Don't think the Mystics thought Betts would be available. Are they going to try trade Shakira Austin now? Are they going to try... They're going to have to try trade Austin. Or are they going to bring Lauren Betts off the bench? I think they're going to bring her off the bench. They're not going to... No. Shakira Austin's better than Lauren Betts. This might be Stephanie Suarez all over again. This might be Stephanie Suarez. Like, she's coming off the bench. And to be fair, like, you could just run a triple bigs. The problem is her, Kiki, and Shakira Austin, there's no shooting between them all. I'm guessing Flau'jae or Kiki here at 5. I'm guessing Flau'jae or Kiki. Chicago taking Raven. There is a world where Chicago take Raven Johnson. There is a world where Chicago take Raven Johnson. I don't know what world that is, but there is a world where that happens. They will trade Austin mid-season. Saying off the bench, they're paying a max contract to Shakira Austin, who's still only 25, like. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. What if Chicago does not pick Flau'jae or another drama queen? I mean, I like Flau'jae Chicago. I like her as a bench spark plug. Mystic slowly building a good team so you can use their next 2 picks on guards. What do they have? 9 and 11? They're definitely going to take one more UCLA player. Imagine if they just took all UCLAs. Imagine if after signing Michaela Onyenwere. Like, yeah, Onyenwere playing. Thank you, J Ford 001 for this $5. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. What are chances Toronto take Angloma at 6? Very low. The chances Portland take Angloma at 7? Very high. So Toronto are trying to win now. I don't think she's a win now move. Portland are trying to win later. I think Portland could very well take her at 7. The thing for the Sky is that it doesn't look like the Sky are bringing over Sivka this year. The Mystics will take Jaquez and Ashlon Jackson in the first round, really. She's protected to go 2nd or 3rd. Flau'jae would rot in Chicago. It's a good team. It's a really good team. Chicago were good. Austin played 23 minutes a game because they literally played Austin with Kiki and Dolson with Ilya Edwards and played the 2 of them together and subbed them in. It was really weird what they did. Okay, pick 5. Thank you for the $10. Planet to 999. Now we're on to pick number 5.
For the Chicago Sky, here's the commissioner.
Flau'jae, I'm guessing. Maybe Kiki Rice.
With the 5th pick in the 2026 WNBA Draft, the Chicago Sky select Gabriella Hawkins.
Oh, no, Jeff. No, Jeff. No, don't do that. No. No, Jeff, don't. Jaquez at 5? Oh, no. That is not a good move. Like, you could have traded down 3 picks and got her. You could have traded down 3 picks and got her. I don't dislike Gabriella Jaquez. It's a reach. This is JC Sheldon at 5 all over again. This is a perfectly good player that you've taken 5 picks too early. When there is a much higher upside player. Like, I understand the Sky are trying to win now and she might help them win now, but like, I don't like it. I need to reach. I didn't even want the Fever to take her. So Gabriella Jaquez, that's the first like massive reach, I think. Thank you, JT4, for the $5. Really appreciate that. Wow, it's a second $5. Thank you so much. She's better than Sheldon, though. Do you not know how good Sheldon was at Ohio State? She was incredible at Ohio State. Why am I crying for Chicago? Hey, I was on TV in Chicago talking about the Sky yesterday. I just assumed they were going to draft Kiki or Flau'jae. But like, If Suarez goes to Fever, I'm going to crash out. If they take Mark to Suarez, I'm going to crash. Holy shit, Jaime Jaquez Sr. looks exactly like his son. Lauren Betts will be best in the league in 2 years. Not a chance. Not a chance. After Caitlin Clark tweeted it, they knew Jaquez was going to go 5. Like, that is a crazy... For me, that's a reach. Like, Jaquez was projected to be a second or third rounder coming into this year. Like, she was in... I saw her on a third round in a mock draft. I saw a mock draft from a year ago for this year, have her in third. Say in the third round, not in third. Sky probably took it to Fever home one. Yeah, but like there's a big difference between like everybody just assumed Flaujae was going to be gone. But like if Flaujae is there at 10, I think Fever fans would rather have Flaujae than Jaquez. Like Fever need a big. Yeah, there is none for their, unless they take Okot, there's none for this draft. And Okot's not ready. Okot needed to go back to college for another year. Because Steph White's not a good developmental. Oh, this is absolutely just from the tournament. There's Jaime Jaquez on FaceTime. Fifth pick in the draft is wild. Fifth pick in the draft is wild. Like if Flaujae falls to the Fever, and that's your long-term replacement for like that's your long-term replacement sorted for Kelsey Mitchell. Chicago, they're a different team now with Diggins there. To be fair, she is the most win now player. I'm not joking. I don't know who's going to be the better pro, Jaquez or Azzi Fudd. That's it. That's the question. But Azzi Fudd has UConn tax. Like, Steph Dolson's getting paid. Katie Lou is coming off. In Katie Lou's last 3 seasons, she missed a season for pregnancy, averaged 2 points a game, and then missed a season for torn ACL. And she's still making $500K a year. UConn tax is legit. It's legit. Flaujae going second round. That would be mad if she does. I don't see it happening, but it'd be mad if she does. It'd be absolutely mental if she does go second round. Cheryl Swoop's talking about building other people up. What's Cheryl Swoop saying? AZ1 is horrendous. Again, AZ is not horrendous. AZ at 1 is horrendous. There's a big difference between those two statements. Like if AZ was taken 5, we would have been like, you know what, a solid pick. That's a good fit. Would Flojo fit in Fever? I mean, it's probably been the guts of 40 years since Flojo was in her athletic prime, but like with Caitlin Clark there, if Flojo could run anywhere as fast as she did in her prime, like Caitlin will hit her for layups. I don't know if she can play basketball, but she might fit. Like Rice would be a weird one for the Fever. I think Fever is just going to take BPA. Wait. Why is Charles Barkley on an Ozempic ad? Is Charles Barkley actually on an Ozempic ad? Fudd's ceiling is All-Star. Fudd's ceiling might be 2-time All-Star. Awa has age of potential. She's not as aggressive as Asia. We're not talking about we're not saying that anyone has age of potential that is that doesn't have the aggression. Like age of potential is like saying it could be the greatest ever. It's not hard. Oh, I don't know. Like I don't understand why you need that. It's not hard if you actually want to lose weight. Like the last like three months or so, I put on a bit. But like I lost 30 pounds in 3 months last year, and it wasn't hard. It wasn't hard. I need to do it again. Like my goal was to lose 40, I lost 30. And I gained probably 10. 10 back. I'm like, okay, so I lose 20 pounds. I can do that. That's not hard. It's not hard. If we have real food. It was nothing to do with that. It was literally just willpower. There's real food everywhere. Pick us in. Okay. Toronto Tempo, select Flaujae, Kiki Rice. Maybe Flaujae. Maybe Flaujae. You're buying a Christy Wallace jersey. I think I have the dog t-shirt behind me. In the thing behind me. All right. It's in. Toronto, pick us in.
Is in. Let's send things to the podium to find out who is going number 6 overall.
With the 6th pick in the 2026 WNBA Draft and their first ever pick, the Toronto Tempo select Kiki Rice.
Okay, that's an okay pick. Kiki Rice is fine. I'm not opposed to Kiki Rice. I'm absolutely not opposed to Kiki Rice. Masai influence of taking players who won championships. I mean, Masai took... Does Masai do that? I mean, what pieces... Has Masai drafted particularly well? Other than Siakam? You would have never guessed Flaujae to fall to 7 at this stage. There is no... Portland could very well take Nell. Flaujae could be there for the Fever, you know. Flaujae could be somehow there for the Fever. Flaujae's a Valk. I don't know. Best case scenario for the Fever is Flaujae falls to 10. Wow, 3 UCLAs in a row. I was about to say, Washington are going to take all the UCLA players. I'm like, well, Haquez is somehow off the board of 5. But like, that's really been a mad pick. That is going to be a mad pick. Next 3 teams all after guards. Portland are literally just Portland are trying to lose games, so they could be trying to get anybody. Recency bias, yeah. At least I predicted UCLA to win. At least I was right at that one. Marina and Kiki. Like, you do realize that she's going to be backing up. She's going to be backing up Julie Allemond, right? Going to be backing up Julie Allemond. Like, Julie Allemond is 100 times better than her right now. Flaujae does not go past Indiana at 10. She just doesn't. Iana Martine to Portland. That would be an interesting one. It makes sense. Based on what Portland have been trying to do, Iana Martine makes a lot of sense. Why have one Carla Late when you can have 2 Carla Lates? So yeah, lads, we got 1,600 people in here. Do we think we can get to 700 to 600 likes? Do we think we can gain 100 likes by the next pick of the draft? That would be absolutely insane. You do realize Flaujae is like 6 foot and Kiki Rice is like 5'9". Like, listed heights don't really matter. Kiki Rice has been towered over by some of these other players. Flaujae has been like, Flaujae is way taller than she says she is. There's a big difference. But yeah, I would Fever take Raven, Caitlin waves her off. First practice. Like, it wouldn't make sense to take anyone other than... This is the worst team I've ever seen. This is actually the worst team I've ever seen, this Portland Fire team. Like, they are actually the worst team I've ever seen. Like, Carly Samuelson was their big free agent signing. They are actually the worst team I've ever seen them before. Portland takes Latson. I don't know, Latson could actually be pretty good for them. They have Carter late, so I don't really see the point. AZ would have been fantastic with Caitlin. Like, AZ as a 10th pick. AZ is one of those players you're like, if they got taken like 10th, you're like, damn, that was a really good pick. You got a really good contributing player at 10. But if you take her at 1, it's like, what the fuck is that? I mean, that's the problem with AZ. Raven Johnson.
Let's go to the podium.
There's no way to take Raven.
The Portland Fire have selected 7th overall.
Who are they taking at 7?
With the 7th pick in the 2026 WNBA Draft and their first ever pick, the Portland Fire select Breanna Martin Carrillo from Spain.
Fuck. I wanted her to be there at 10. I wanted her to be there at 10. Oh. This is really annoying. I really wanted her to go 10. So many people in my comments on my video about Iana were like, she's not good enough. She's not good enough. The Fever are reaching, taking her at 10. She goes 7. She's not even there for Indiana. That means Nell could be there for Indiana. Shit. One of Nell, Latson, or Flaujae are going to be there for Indiana. Like, one of Nell and Gloma, Latson, or Flaujae are about to be there for Indiana. Oh my god. Just whatever they do, do not take Gianna Neepkins. Just don't take Gianna Neepkins. Whatever you do, don't take Gianna Neepkins. Whatever you do. Thank you so much, Philip, for the $20. Really appreciate it. The Valks, you know what? The Valks at 7. The Valks are going to take Neepkins. It's fine. Thank you so much for $20, Philip. Really appreciate it. Lads, we're 10 likes off 600. Do you think we can get to that by the next pick? We think we can get those 10 likes by the next pick? Oh my god. Do they take Gianna Neepkins or do they go Nell Angloma? Or do they go Flaujae? I'd say Flaujae is just happy she's not in Portland. Oh my god, if the Fever selects Suarez over... If the Fever... Suarez is like 6'2" and can't do anything. Suarez won't do anything at the WNBA level. I'd take Garzone over Suarez. Please no Flaujae. Please no Flaujae.
To the Bay to join the
Anyone but
Valkyries.
Flaujae.
Here's the commissioner.
Anyone but Flaujae.
With the 8th pick in the 2026 WNBA Draft, the Golden State Valkyries select Flaujae Johnson from LSU.
Oh no! Fuck it. Nell Angloma is still there. Nell Angloma is still there. Flaujae to the Valks. She is delighted. She's just like, I'm going to the Bay. She is so happy she's going to the Valks. She is so happy she's going to the Valks. This is the fall of the century. Oh my god, she is about to make so much money. She's about to make so much money. It couldn't be a more perfect place for where... Oh my god, no. I thought Flaujae was going to fall. I thought she was going to fall to Indiana. I would have done everything we could to trade up 2 picks together. I would have given up KK and next year's. I would have given up KK, this year's second round pick, and next year's second round pick for her. She's in it. She's in Cali. She's so happy. She's so happy. She's going to be taxed so much. Yeah, but you also earn so much in endorsements. Can you stop spamming? All right, I'm timing you out. I'm going to time out that guy. 5 minutes. No Raven Johnson. Please, no Raven Johnson. Obviously, no Raven Johnson. No Raven Johnson. Who's the highest upside player? Tania Latson. Like, Tania Latson, I'm okay with Tania Latson, honestly. Just no Raven. No Marta Suarez. Please, no Marta Suarez. If Marta Suarez gets taken by the Fever, I'm going to lose my damn mind. Make the pick just one of Nell or Latson, please. One of Nell or Latson. I do not want Gianna Neepkins. You still think to take O'Call? I wouldn't even hate. Fever front office would have not scouted with Nell. They probably don't know who Nell Angloma is, knowing this front office. I wouldn't be that opposed. Don't need a third string PG. Nell Angloma is a 6'1" wing. Gianna Neepkins is a one-dimensional shooter with a slow trigger. There's no Neepkins. No Neepkins. No Raven Johnson going 9 to Washington. Oh no, I would assume Neepkins is going to go here at 9. Washington are just going to take all the UCLA picks. I know anything about the Wings coach. Apparently he's one of Gino's friends. That's all I know. Is that he's one of Gino Auriemma's friends. I still can't believe Flau'jae made an All-American team this year. I'm very annoyed Flau'jae was taking 8. Where'd tall girl from Spain go? 3. Oh, caught to the Fever? They did put a picture of Angel behind her while interviewing her, but I assume she was in the picture as well. Like, who will get to shot clock with Turner gone? I mean, she's a shot clock in Vegas right now. Imagine if she got taken 4th in the draft. Does anyone... Who wears 4 for the Valkyries currently? Whoever it is might have to give up their number. It's her nickname. If Cody McMahon goes to the Fever... Not that it matters in any way. But like I saw on Twitter people writing everywhere that Cody McMahon's like hardcore MAGA. Not that it makes any difference. Not that I give a flying fuck about anyone's political affiliations. But I mean, like, will she get the same scrutiny for that, rightfully or wrongfully, like Sophie Cunningham does? And again, I couldn't give a fuck. Jacite at number 4 is number 4 for the Vox. Well, it's probably going to be Flau'jae now. Could the Fever make Mick cry if they take Iana Martine? My lip is in so much pain that I could probably focus on the pain and force myself to cry and crash out for a video. I probably could. My lip is in so much pain. I've had an allergic reaction to something. I could definitely focus on the pain and make myself cry. Fever trading with Washington to get Raven. Imagine. Jacite has a higher ceiling than Flau'jae. I agree, but a lower floor. A much lower floor. Holy shit, is that Rebel Wilson? Why is every second ad for a different brand of Ozempic? What the fuck is going on? I've seen 3 different brands of Ozempic. She should predict another MVP for herself. Yeah, why not? Fever take Dugan. Imagine if they take Maggie Dugan. I'd hate Maggie Dugan less than I'd hate Suarez, but I would still hate Maggie Dugan as a pick. I would take Shea Chesky over either of those, to be honest. Cody McMahon comes to Indiana. Oh no. Like that, no. Just no. Not Cody. Not Cody. Not Cody. Washington, my guess is Gianna Neepkins. Pick is in. My guess is Neepkins.
With the 9th pick in the 2026 WNBA Draft, the Washington Mystics select Angela Dugalich.
Oh, that's the reach of hell. That's the reach of hell. Oh my God, they took Dugalich with the 9th pick. Did they think the Fever were going to take her at 11 or something? I mean, I thought they were just going to take a UCLA player. There's no way they just took Dugalich. They took a 25-year-old rookie. What are we doing? She's like older than Aaliyah Boston. She averaged 7 points per game in college and is older than Aaliyah. What are we doing? She's 2 years older than Kiki Iriafen. That is one of the worst picks. She might, that's one of the worst picks. No, that is a reach of hell. That is a reach of hell. Oh my God. Man. Dugalich. Fucking Dugalich at 9. That is mental. That is mental. It is absolutely mental. They're going to go and take Neepkins at 11. They took the UCLA coach and the whole UCLA team. Indiana, don't be dumb and take Neepkins here. Like, I don't hate the Neepkins pick. I don't hate it. But Nell Angloma's on the board right now. Nell Angloma is on the board. If you take Amber Cox, if you take Raven Johnson, I think I might. Oh, she does something. Just don't take Marta Suarez. I don't even care. If you take Raven or Neepkins, I don't like you, but I'm okay with it. If you take Latson, okay, I can see that. She could be a high pick. If they take Barker or Suarez or Pissot or I'm going to lose it. Take a tall person. There are none. I don't want them to take Medina Okot. If they take Medina Okot, so be it. If they take Okot. There is no good tall person left. If they take Medina Okot, I don't hate it. If they take, I really, really want Nell Angloma here. Nell Angloma is the perfect pick. Okot, look, as long as they don't take Marta Suarez, Justine Pissot, I'm actually okay. Indiana are up. Anything but Marta Suarez. It's as simple as that. Anything but Marta Suarez. Best available is Nell. Is Nell right now. No question about it. Best available is Nell. Yeah, I don't know what's up with these cartoon graphics. Okay, come on. My hope is that Nell's taken here. Nell's a perfect pick for Indiana. With Hackaway's not on the board, Nell's fallen. Nobody else has really fallen per se. Latson maybe has fallen, but like I don't know how Latson's fit is. Ideally, Latson or Nell, they're best available. In terms of you can never have too much shooting. Like you can never have too much shooting. So I'm not gonna hate Gianna Neepkins because she can shoot. Can't really guard, but she can shoot. You can never have too much size in Ocott. What you don't want is a streaky shooter who got hot in their 6th year in Marta Suarez. Like Marta Suarez got hot in year 6 of college. She was not a shooter until this year. Justine Pissot averaged 3 points per game as a junior. You don't need that. Okay, come on.
We find
Now.
out the 10th selection
Now. Give me now, please.
With the 10th pick
Now, please.
in the 2026 WNBA
Now,
Draft,
please.
the Indiana Fever select Raven Johnson from the University of South Carolina.
Oh, I don't know. They took Raven Johnson. Raven. Oh, no. We're about to have 2024 style drama again. Oh, no. It's not even basketball. They passed on to Nia Latson. She does not look happy. I actually don't hate this pick. If it was purely basketball, there's more to basketball than this. She does not look happy. Oh my God, she does not look happy. She looks pissed. Oh no. She looks pissed. She does not look happy. Oh no. Oh no. Like, in terms of pure basketball fit, this is actually a match made in heaven. She is somebody that has talked about how she didn't like how Caitlin Clark like waved her off. She basically is, oh no. This is not a good pick. In terms of like, you are, at least basketball wise, it's a perfect fit. It is at least basketball wise a really good fit. She's pissed. Oh my God, she's pissed. She's so pissed. Oh no. Oh no. She's not happy. Thank you, personal stash 420 for the $2. But she's not happy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh no. Dawn doesn't look particularly happy either. You know what? If she's a winner, if she wants to win, I think she can do all the little things. I think she can do all the little things to help the Indiana Fever. I think she can do all the little things. I think basketball-wise, she's a perfect fit. And she can shoot a little bit now. This is the best defender possible. This is clearly a this is clearly one of the best best basketball fits. And you know what? Like, when I'm grading this, I'm going to work on the assumption. Oh, Mystics took 11.
With the 11th pick in
Mystics
the
11.
2026 WNBA Draft, the Washington Mystics select Cody McMahon.
Wow, they really must think Gianna Neepkins is shit. Oh my God. Oh, they really must. Like, this is a team that's basically just been. No, like, basketball wise, Raven's the perfect fit. She is the best. Like, McMahon, yeah, Cody's a weird one at 11 too. I don't hate the Raven Johnson pick. She just doesn't. I think she like. I don't like the pick. My whole thing with Raven Johnson is that if you get a fully locked in Raven Johnson, and she deletes her Twitter, she deletes social media, and doesn't listen to the outside noise, and just goes and plays, just goes out and hoops and does everything she can to help winning. Raven Johnson is a really good pick. Do we get that? Do we get that? No, I'm not saying Raven Johnson hates Caitlin Clark. I'm saying Raven Johnson still, you're hearing in interviews, is obsessing over when Caitlin Clark waved her off. She still talks about that in interviews. Like, it is... Oh, man. I don't hate this pick. I don't hate it. Like, I wish I could say that I really hate it. I don't. I would rather have Raven Johnson and Cody. Like, I'll give you that much. I would rather have Raven than Cody. And lads, do we think we can get the 750 likes by the end of by the next pick? And I will talk about the first round. Like, I'll talk about the Fevers pick as well with Raven Johnson. A little bit after this, but like, why not Latson? Latson's an interesting one. Oh no, like, there is always a chance that the Connecticut Sun are probably going to take Medina O'Cott here. Like, I've said basketball wise, I thought Raven Johnson would be great for the Fever until I heard that interview. Until I heard the interview where she's still obsessing over being waved off by Caitlin that time. For me, that's one of the ones where I'm like, that's when I turned off. That's when I kind of went off Raven as a Fever prospect. Was purely when she's still obsessing over that play. Like, I actually, basketball-wise, I love this pick. I absolutely love this pick basketball-wise. I love this pick basketball-wise. I gotta be dead serious with this one. I love this pick basketball-wise. She'll be fine once she's on the team. Yeah, I hope for that as well, to be honest. I hope for that as well. Is she obsessed about it or she was asked about it? No, she wasn't specifically asked about it. Like, look, it could be worse. It could be worse. We're guaranteeing getting a winner. You've got a winner. You've got a winner there. That's all I can say. Like, we've got a winner, and even though she is clearly pissed herself, I cannot believe we passed on Latson for her. Like, we should have gotten Cody. No, Raven's a way better pick than Cody. Raven's a way better pick than Cody. If nothing else, we stop Raven going to Atlanta. Caitlin already waved Raven. I think she'll be very happy when she gets a full house of fans cheer for her. Yeah. Like, that's the thing that people don't realize. There's a big difference between the fans that show up in person versus people online. Like, they're not the same people. They're not the same people. And lads, there's 1,800 of you guys in here. Do you reckon there's 25 of you guys that aren't subscribed? I really do apologize for, with the call to actions. It's just, you can see it from the likes if you're looking at it. Nothing happens unless you ask. So I do want to apologize. Thank you guys so much for being in the stream. There's nothing going on right now. It is an ad. They're interviewing Tina Thompson about the history of WNBA. We're not even at pick number 12 yet. They're stalling right now. So if you guys could subscribe, be greatly, 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 greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much. And if we get to 800 likes, that'd be incredible. But yeah, the online stuff was a lie. I mean, yeah, online stuff happens, but like it doesn't matter what team you're on. Any team that has fans are going to have their opinion. I've said this where it's like all Maisha Hines-Allen has to do is show up in her debut and hit 2 3-pointers and everyone will lose their minds in a positive way. Imagine Suarez wins Rookie of the Year. If Suarez wins Rookie of the Year, like I don't know what I would do if Suarez wins Rookie of the Year. I was like, I'm like so low on Marta Suarez. I'm so low on her. I really don't know. You draft bigs, it's hard to get a good rookie big though. You can't. A lot of the time, you probably want to. It's hard to get a good rookie big or a good rookie point guard. They're really stalling, by the way. They are really stalling. That's a we're not keeping Caitlin long-term pick. Imagine if they pulled an Angel. Imagine if they pulled an Angel and said, you know what, we're actually not on the CC band. We're actually going to do what the Chicago Sky did. We're going to build without Caitlin. Like, no. Cody actually hates Caitlin. There's a big difference. Cody, I don't think Raven hates Caitlin. I think Raven is pissed about the wave off. Like, Cody hates Caitlin. Like, there's nothing about that. Cody hates Caitlin as a human. On a human level, they hate each other. Like, there is a... It's one of those things. Yes, Cody McMahon and Caitlin. Have you never heard the... All right, and there's a pick on the board. 12's in.
Towards the end of this first round, back to the podium we go. And Kathy Engelbert has the pick.
With the 12th pick in the 2026 WNBA Draft, the Connecticut Sun select Nell Angloma.
Of course they
from
get Nell.
France.
Of course they get Nell. Yep, they get Nell. That makes a lot of sense. Because that 5'9", we also need defense. That 5'9" guard is the best defender on our team, day one. Nell's very good. Nell's really, really good. Oh yeah, no. As long as Raven Johnson plays basketball, that's all that matters. She's a fever now. Fuck all that South Carolina shit. She's a fever now. Like clearly these teams think Neepkin sucks. By the way. Clearly all these teams think Gianna Neepkin sucks. Frida Booner going 13. That's a really good pick if she does. That's a that is if Frida Booner goes 13. That is a Carl Smesco pick. If I've ever seen one. Nell is better than Lacan. No, but she's really good. She's really good. She's really good. So I don't really care about these last picks for Seattle and Connecticut at the end of the first round. I will once we get the Seattle Storm or once we get the Atlanta Dream pick in, which is interesting. I'm gonna go and I'll talk a little bit more about the Raven Johnson pick, which a lot of people are very interested in. Excited to watch Washington, Kiki Betts, Georgia, Sonia. I mean, they're gonna start. They're absolutely still gonna start Shakira Olsen. They're paying her a max. Any season predictions, I'll see once the team gets picked. Who's going to be drafted at the crowd in the second round? A lot of people. A lot of people. Nell does not speak great English. She's fantastic. She's a fantastic player, though. She's a fantastic player. Interested, everyone hates to speak, hates to pick. The front office didn't read the room. Yeah, they don't get paid to read the room. They get paid to put a winning team on the board. I got to be honest. They get paid to put a winning team on the board. That's kind of what they get paid to do. They don't get paid to. So the Atlanta Dream. Like, no, in the chat likes the pick. I don't hate the pick. I don't hate the pick. I don't like the pick. I don't hate it. I'm very much on the side of I don't love or hate this pick. I do not love or I do not hate this pick. That's all I'm going to say is I do not love it or I do not hate it. Aaliyah might set Raven online. Yeah, Aaliyah played with Raven. Like, Aaliyah was on the team with Raven with the wave off. Like, it's not. Oh, I'm absolutely going to give Raven a chance. For all the bullshit drama on social media, I would have rather us not drafted her. No, everything about Raven Johnson, the basketball player, fits. Everything about Raven Johnson, the basketball player, fits. Venom Raid. Has Venom lost his damn mind after the Fever pick? Has he lost his damn mind? Who are Atlanta? Latson, probably.
With the 13th pick in the 2026 WNBA Draft, the Atlanta Dream select Medina Okot.
Okay, that's not a bad pick. They got big with Okot. They went big with Okot. That kind of makes sense. But, and yeah, that's kind of everything relevant in the first round, to be honest. These last two picks, we'll see what they are. But Raven Johnson to Indiana. With these last two picks going on, I do want to really very much just focus on this pick while we're waiting to see what the Seattle Storm do and what the Connecticut Sun do to end the first round. But Raven Johnson as a pick, a lot of people don't like this pick. And I do. And I don't. And I will explain why. Before we go any further, if you guys are watching this on the stream, if we could get to 900 likes, that's insane. We're at like 850 right now. On the video, 500 is great. And either way, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We upload more WNBA content than anywhere else. So, the Fever taking Tanaya Latson, or not Tanaya Latson, Jesus. Tanaya Latson is still on the board. Raven Johnson. Do I like this pick? No. No, I don't. Raven Johnson at 10. Basketball-wise, fits. Absolutely fits. I have no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Now, basketball-wise, Raven Johnson to the Indiana Fever fits. I think Nell Angloma is the better pick. Fit-wise, basketball-wise, everything-wise. I think Nell Angloma is the better pick. Because I think Nell Angloma is exceptional. I had her projected going 7. I really would have wanted the Fever to have taken Nell Angloma. That being said, the Indiana Fever, one of their weaknesses short term is that perimeter defense. They do not have a stopper, and Raven Johnson becomes that day one. She is the best defender on this team on the perimeter day one. She might be one of the 5 best perimeter defenders in the league on day one. So, I really don't dislike this from a basketball fit. I think Raven Johnson fills a need. I think Fever's size is a little bit, the size problem's a little bit overblown because I do feel like they've got strength. Like, you don't just need vertical size, you need big bodies. And I do feel like Damiris Dantas, Aaliyah Boston, and Maisha Hines-Allen combine as they're big bodies. So I don't think their size problem is as bad as people think. I think one of their biggest problems is defense, and that's clearly what they did. Raven Johnson, however, you could see when she got drafted, she looked pissed. I don't think she wants to be a Fever. And we've seen with DeWanna Bonner, I don't think you can survive as a member of the Indiana Fever if you don't want to be a Fever. Like, that's just my opinion here. I think if you have to want to be a Fever. If you don't want to be a Fever, we saw with DeWanna Bonner, it's not going to work. And I don't know if she's not going to want to be a Fever long term. Because you just never know what way these things work out. You never know what way these things work out at all. That being said, like, you can tell that she doesn't want to be. So who are the Storm taking? Oh my God, the Storm just took Tana Mare? The Storm just took a projected 3rd round pick at 14 while leaving Tania Latson on the board? Dear Lord. No guard should ever go. No guard should ever go to South Carolina. Oh my God. Oh my God. They didn't even take the best guard from Duke, and neither of them were projected to be first rounders. But no, like, if Tania Latson fully locks in, fully buys into everything the Fever are trying to do, not Tania Latson, Raven Johnson. If Raven Johnson buys into everything the Fever are trying to do, she is a passable shooter. She is a really good teammate. She's somebody that could very easily be a top 5 perimeter defender from the second she walks into the WNBA. This could be a really good pick. And this could be one of the steals of the draft. She could be one of the steals of the draft for the Indiana Fever. But I am just in fear that this starts, for lack of a better way of describing it, a Nalissa Mare 2.0, where a player is too worried about social media, gets dragged into this, and because of the South Carolina fan base, every time she has a bad game, it becomes another race war on social media. That is my only problem with this. And she is somebody who has said, first of all, still to this day, for lack of a better word, like, is still thinking about Caitlin waving her off. And, like, at the same time, this is a player who, obviously, she's still thinking of that. And is going to, so who are the Connecticut Sun taking? But is still someone who wants to win. So obviously she is okay with Fever, hopefully. Is Connecticut Sun taking? Neepkins at 15. Cool. Not a bad pick. But I gotta be honest here. Like, Raven Johnson, if Raven Johnson ends up playing to her potential, if she ends up playing defense like she can, and she shoots 32% from 3, which she's going to be left open, she'll shoot a decent percentage, and doesn't worry about scoring because she's not a scorer, she could be a really good role player. She could. I'm not going to say I hate this pick, because could there have been better options? Yes. But there is a world where this is the perfect pick for Fever. There's a world. There is a world where this is the perfect pick for the Fever. There is also a world where this kickstarts the bullshit race wars every single game on social media, which can be which is frustrating. And one thing I will say is that people are like, "Oh, should the organization not read the room on that?" It is not the point of the organization to prevent bullshit race wars. The problem is that it's going to keep happening. It's going to keep happening. And if she's not 100% able to switch off social media, if she's not 100% able to be like, you know what, screw it, I'm able to completely switch off social media in my head and focus purely on basketball, which is a way easier said than done, by the way. DeWanna couldn't. DeWanna couldn't switch off the outside noise. Nalissa Smith couldn't switch off the outside noise. And we saw Nalissa Smith can play a bit. DeWanna is DeWanna. There are players that can't do it. And if she can't do it, if she can do it, I don't hate this pick. I don't. If she can do it, or if she's unable to switch off the noise, she's going to absolutely be a disaster. And that is a case with anyone. For every single player in this draft, the possibility of the Fever taking them and them not being able to deal with the scrutiny is real. The problem is because of the waving off Caitlin, what she's been saying, waving off by Caitlin, what she's been saying in interviews, how that has affected her and she's still thinking about it. There's a chance that there's a reason why fans are expecting it to go badly. For everyone worrying that the fans are turning on the Fever, this isn't a risk basketball-wise. I think everybody knows what you're getting basketball-wise with Raven Johnson. I think every single person knows what you're getting basketball-wise with Raven. I gotta say, though, if she comes in preseason and steals 2 balls, runs in 4 points on layups, and she plays game 1 and plays 10 minutes, hits a 3-pointer, plays elite defense on Paige Bueckers plays elite primary defense on Paige Bueckers, strips her once or twice for 10 minutes, all will be forgiven. All will be forgiven. So I don't hate. Do I prefer this pick over Latson or Angloma? No, I don't. I think either of those picks would have been better. Is this a much better pick than what some people were saying and taking Marta Suarez here? Yes. This is a better pick than Marta Suarez. This is a better pick than Gianna Deepkins. And a better pick than Okosh, who people were predicting. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I don't hate it either. Anyway, see you guys. But yeah, that is the Raven Johnson pick. So now we are going on to round numero dos. On to round 2 of the draft, where this goes a little bit quicker. And by the way, the Fever second round pick could very well make this team. For people wondering, the Fever second round pick could make the team. Yeah, all she has to do is play well. Like in all these scenarios, all you have to do is play well, and like people will forget. People don't care. As long as you play well. Raven did look pissed though. She looked pissed. She did look pissed. I gotta say, she looked pissed. I still think Stokey's a potential. I still think Stokey is potentially in there in the talks for the Fever in round 2. I still think there is potential for that, as is a Pissot or a Yarden Garzon. Like, I still think the Fever could get their stretch 4 in this position here. I think their second round pick's could make it as a developmental player. I don't hate this pick. I don't hate the Raven Johnson pick. I don't love it. I am neutral on this pick. Like, if you had asked me, not like we don't know. We're basing it on hypotheticals. Like we pretend like we know Raven Johnson. We don't. So I don't think we can. I think we can make estimates. We can guess. We can absolutely guess. Like, we can absolutely guess who we're taking. But, like, it's going to be an interesting one here anyway. But, to see what's happening in the second round. I do think the second round could be, like, you could potentially get like a draft pick out of this. Or like an actual rotation piece out of this. But I still do think Raven Johnson does not look happy. Did not look happy there. I do not think she looked happy there. Still, she didn't look too unhappy anyway. Didn't look happy, but you know what? No, she did. What am I talking about? She looked fucking pissed. Seattle. First pick in the second round. Who are they going to take here? Who are they going to take here at 16?
With the 16th pick in the 2026 WNBA Draft, the Seattle Storm select Marta Suarez.
Okay, cool. Suarez is off the board. She doesn't. The Fever don't have to. The Fever having a chance of taking her. I'm happy. That is a not great pick for Seattle. That is one of these overshooting picks that I don't think people realize how not very good she is. I stand by this. Like, this is one of those ones where it's like, if I don't think a European's good, I'm telling you, this is a... You should trust me on this one. They're going big. Yeah, to an extent. Like, Marta Suarez is smaller than you think. Like, she's not big. She's not small, but she's not big either. Like, Marta Suarez is... She had a great 6th year. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not going to overhype a 6th-year senior who had a big boost in their stock as a 6th-year senior. Like, Dugalich. Dugalich was projected to be a 3rd-round pick last year. And just because UCLA won a championship and she was willing... Like, she was willing to say, I'm coming off the bench. And it's like... People are like, she was willing to take one for the team. She was going to be benched anyway. Like, they weren't going to start her anyway. So, like, what? Imagine that. Imagine getting in a 5-star, getting Charlie Sedger Walker back and getting in a 1st-round pick player and then saying basically, oh, yeah, you know, I'm willing to come off the bench. I was like, dude, you're going to be benched anyway. I remember I did that one year. The team that I played on, we had won a national championship the year before, and I was a starter. And then we brought in another guy. He, like, a Irish guy, used to work for the Houston Rockets. Legit hooper. And I remember going to my coach and being like, yeah, I'm good coming off the bench. He was like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, and I'm literally saying that so that I can justify that I'm the reason I'm coming off the bench. Fuck no, I wasn't good enough. I try to say I'm coming off the bench because I wasn't good enough to start. Yeah, I don't know what the hell has happened to Tania Latson. Like, man. Like, Latson went from in the convo for #1 overall pick. Imagine if you're the Chicago Sky, how pissed you are. The Portland are about to get Tania Latson. Barker or Stolke? Barker? Suarez stayed in Europe. Man, if Suarez stayed in Europe, she'd be doing nothing in the Spanish league. Would have been eligible for the draft 4 years ago in 2022 and mightn't even be a stash. Like, they're obviously taking Latson here, aren't they? Oh, there's a trade. Who just got traded? Who got traded? How did the Fever could have got Flaugier? Oh my god, the Fever could have got Flaugier. There's no fucking way. There's no way. Frida Booner just went above tonight, Latson. No fucking way. Flaugier. Oh no. Oh my god. Nah, man. The Valks must really like Marta Suarez. A second round pick in 2 years. Oh my god. Like Suarez. Oh my god. Oh my god. We just had to give a 28 second round pick. Like all we had to do. All we had to do is trade 10 and a 28 second round pick. That is mental. That is mental. I do like Freda Booner though. Have they just stopped updating the draft board or something? No. I do like Freda Booner. I'd say Flaugier is probably okay in Seattle. Okay, so next we have got... We are on to the Connecticut Sun. Doesn't really matter, does it? Oh my god. What is wrong with... Is Tanaya... Did Tanaya Latson... Like... Did Tanaya Latson... Did she, like, forget her... Did none of her teammates show up to her birthday party or something? Like, did Tanaya Latson lie about reading the playbook? Like, what is going on? Like, rumor has it... None of Tanaya Latson's... Rumor has it Tanaya Latson forgot to read... None of... Yeah, fuck it. None of Tanaya Latson's... None of Tanaya Latson's teammates... I'm going to see if I can get a banger tweet here. This is mental. This is absolutely mental. Tanaya Latson is not there at 9. She's one pick away from falling out of the top 20. She went behind all 6 UCLA players. She went behind 6 UCLA players. She went behind all 6 UCLA players. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy, lads. Oh my god, lads, we are so close to 1,000 likes. We're so close to 1,000 likes. We're only 29 off. Do you think we can get to 1,000 likes before Tanaya Latson gets drafted? When's the Fever's next pick? Oh, Fever don't have till 25. Indy, trade up something to get Tanaya Latson. Fuck it, give up a 3rd round pick to get Latson. Like... First New Zealand player, that's impressive. Fair play. Have the Fever lost the draft? Do I want Latson? Yes. Yes, I do want Latson. I wanted Latson at 10. Like, that's all I got to say. Latson too short. Like, Charlie's Ledger Walker, they're the same height. Who are the Washington? Have to take Latson. They have to. There's no way. There's no way she falls to 20. Oh, no, there's no way. Cassandra Prosper went. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Cassandra fucking Prosper went ahead of Tania Latson. Thank you for the $5. Really appreciate it. Raven Johnson, the risk is not on social media. It's her family, friends, and fellow South Carolina alumni. Yeah. I agree with that point. You're absolutely on the money with that. You are on the money. Like, there was a clear 6 that everyone thought this 6 is the top 6 in the draft. Tania Latson went from that 6 and she's not in the top 19 picks. Like, this is crazy. Sam Prosper. I am in shock. To say I am in shock is an understatement. Like, I am in shock. I am, like, Prosper going above Tania Latson. Whatever better being overrated. She might be there for the Fever at 25. The Fever might get her at 25. I went 2 for 13. Who did I predict correct? AZ Fudd 1. Olivia Miles 2. I started off 2 for 2. Latson was the number 1 scorer in the country on a decent FSU team. Like, that is genuinely one of these ones where I'm in shock. I am in shock that we're still seeing the slide of that we're still currently seeing the continued slide of Tania Latson, who I thought was worst case scenario going to be there at 10. Me taking a 10. But, like, the Fever are going to get a body. The Fever are going to get a player here in the second round. I have to say, the Fever are going to get a player in the second round. Like, Ashlon Jackson could be there. I don't think the Fever are going to go for an Ashlon Jackson, but, like, Ashlon Jackson could be there, who I don't think is a bad pick no matter what. Justine Pissott could be there, as could Maggie Dugan, as could Yarden Garzone, who I think is better than Marta Suarez. I still cannot believe a team as smart as the Golden State Valkyries have fallen for the Mara Suarez hype, but maybe I'm wrong here. They're a lot smarter than me. They're a lot smarter than me, so obviously maybe it's me that's wrong here in my analysis of Marta Suarez. Like, in fairness, I did predict Raven Johnson to the Fever plenty of times. And all those publications that mocked Raven to the Fever, they were onto something. They were onto something, I guess. That's all I can say is they must have been onto something. There's a lot of ads going on during the second round, isn't there? I'm not going to say Raven Johnson hates Caitlyn because there's absolutely zero reasoning to say that. Like, there's nothing for me to like make the argument that Raven hates Caitlyn. Like, I don't believe that that's something that I can go out there and say. Let's be real, we love a good agitator as long as they're on our team. Yeah, we have Maisha Hines Allen as well. We have Maisha Hines Allen. Exactly. If they didn't sign Ty Harris, this wouldn't be nearly as big a deal either. We've just probably overpaid for a backup point guard while we drafted a third string point guard. Who doesn't have like Iana Martine. What do you mean the Reese slider? No one thought Reese was going to go above 6. I have no idea who LA are going to take. I don't know if LA want a rookie. Like, I could see LA taking Saffron Shields and just telling her to fuck off back to Australia. Storm won this draft getting Flaw J. Johnson, and yeah, the Storm absolutely won the draft. They took Latson at 20. Okay, I'm a little bit delayed. It's about time. Like, how do you go from potential number 1 pick, potential number 1 overall pick, to 20? Like, she was potentially going number 1 coming into this year, and she went 20. She's not a shooter like Pow Pow. Not a shooter like Pow Pow. So who's left on the board for the Sky? Ashlon Jackson's not a bad shout for them, to be honest. They also do need the shooters, so like a Dugan or Pissot might be someone for the Sky. Latson could be really good for LA. She's a young player. Like, I think she could come in and be a really good piece off the bench for them. It'll be interesting how much she plays, but I think she could play a bit. Jess Herbert didn't receive a 3-year. Sorry, 2-year contract. Sorry, it was Alana Smith was a 3-year. Anna Rike was 3-year. More Caitlyn playing off the ball. I don't like. There are certain sets I don't mind Caitlyn playing off the ball. The problem is, you want Caitlyn to have the ball as much as possible. So if Caitlyn's playing off the ball, you want to get her the ball. The problem is that when Caitlyn plays off the ball, no one tries to get her the ball. That's the difference. To be fair, money-wise, if she wants to play 10 years, it might help. Ty Harris is not a point guard, by the way. I mean, she is exactly the type of point guard that you want. Like, she's a Mario Chalmers point guard. Like, she's not going to dominate the ball, but she's a perfect point guard to have with Caitlin Clark off the ball. Or on the ball, off the ball. The Fever likely are going to cut KK Timpson, yeah. I would be shocked if they don't. The best available option is Lattimore. We're not in the third round yet. We're not in the third round yet. Oh, I'm late on this. I've just looked at this where they've taken Lattimore. All right, I guess whoever said she's the best availables. Oh, so okay, so now we're done with the Kathy Engelbert selections. It's now just she's going to be a better pro than she was a college player. Like, I don't like that in the women's game. I don't. They're saying the one up on her upside. Like, she can't shoot. She played at 5 different colleges. She played at she played at 5 different colleges in 5 years. What are we doing here? Who's the 22nd pick? What is going on? Tiani Key? So, like, who's still on the board? Who's still on the board? I'm just blanking on who's still on the board. Barker's still on the board. Dugan's still on the board. Harmon, Pissot, Sarah Williams is still on the board. Garzone's still on the board. I wouldn't mind Garzone. I wouldn't mind Garzone. I didn't want her at 10, but I'll take Garzone at 25. Barker or Dugan? I mean, Garzone's probably the best of all those players. Like, Garzone can play a bit of defense. She can handle a little bit. It's literally just she had a shitty super senior season. Like, if Garzone was in last year's draft, she goes first round. Or was it a regular senior season? Stokey should go 45. Like, I'm okay with taking Stokey round 3 if I'm Indiana. I'm not taking her at round 2. Not if likes of Garzone are back. But Raven is not getting traded. Have you listened to Amber Cox talking about Raven Johnson? This is what Amber Cox said about Raven Johnson. She is not getting traded. Oh, they're now taking picks. Wait, who did Indiana Fever's pick is in? Who did the Fever just take? Who did the Fever take? During a Devils Wears Prada. The Indiana Fever took a 6'4" shooter during a Devil Wears Prada ad. Like, John's traded the Storm. So the Fever just drafted Justine Pissott. The Indiana Fever just drafted Justine Pissott at 25. Ashlon Jackson goes to the Valks. I like that pick. Saffron Shields goes to Toronto to play with Sandy Brandello. Makes sense. I like Justine Pissott. I like Justine Pissott at 25. Is Pissott good? She's big and she shoots. Like it's as simple as that. She's big and she shoots. Like, based on every single decision made by the front office, it is not out of the realm of possibility that the Indiana Fever pull a Chicago Sky and trade Caitlin Clark. It is. They'll get a lot more than Angel Reese did, but it is not out of the realm of possibility. Like, she can play. Like, Pissott can play. Like, she is... Like, she's a 43% shooter, and she's a sniper. Who had a Mercury taken? Who? They're literally just going for foreign players. It's hilarious. I have a feeling things will be okay. India Navarro's not bad. Is Yarden Garzone really going to fall to the third round? Is Garzone actually going to fall to the third round? But yeah, I don't hate the second round pick for Indiana. I really don't. I don't think India Navarre makes the Atlanta Dream team, so it's kind of relevant. I think Pissott might make the Fever team. Like, I would be shocked if KK is on this team over Pissott next year, to be honest. Fever will start raving in place of Caitlin Clark. You know what? At this stage, they might. They just might. They just might. You know, Steph White might go start Ty Harris. I mean this. If you're at New York Liberty, St. John's, go higher. Get a deal. Make a damn deal. with the New York Liberty being like, look, we'll hire the McCaffrey kid as an assistant coach. We'll hire the McCaffrey kid. But yeah, I don't know. No, they can't be that obvious. They can't do what the New York Knicks did and hire Rick Brunson. They cannot hire Connor McCaffrey. But what they have to do is St. John's has to hire Connor McCaffrey. The Aces are going to get fucking Garzone, aren't they? The Aces are going to get Garzone. Start raving over Clark. Obviously not. I'm just talking bullshit. Oh, why did they go through 8 different picks? Oh my god. People on Twitter, I tweeted out and I was like, I think people have rumor has it with during Tania Latson's fall that none of her teammates showed up to her 21st birthday party. And people are like, oh, that's so sad. I feel so bad for her. And I'm like, this is not. The Aces just took Janiah Barker. Shit. The Aces just having another Alyssa Smith. Barker's is a really good pick for them, in fairness. Yeah, I don't hate it. If anyone's gonna figure it out with Janiah Barker, it's gonna be like if anyone is gonna go and get the best of Janiah Barker, it's gonna be Becky Hammond. I wouldn't have minded getting her instead of Piss Up, but she might end up fucking about and making our rookie team. The Indiana Fever couldn't even Photoshop Justine Pissat into a Fever jersey. Yeah, and they already re-signed Alyssa Smith. They basically have Alyssa Smith after re-signing Alyssa Smith. I want Garzone to fight out with Pissat. Little Paige Bueckers isn't going to make the roster. How many picks? We really don't have one until the 5th last pick of the draft. We really don't have one till then. How many people on the Mystics team? I have no idea. They're all fighting it out. Dugan or Stokey in round 3. Yeah, KK Dempsey's not making the roster, by the way. She's absolutely not making the roster. I want to make that very clear. She's not making the roster. 3rd round's going to be quick fire at this stage, is it? She said Caitlin Clark off the ball again, did she? Oh, like, again, if Caitlin Clark off the ball was like the way that She thinks Caitlin Clark is like I think Stephanie White is the single worst coach for Caitlin Clark. I don't think they dislike each other. I think there's a lot of respect, and they're just both basketball people. I think they are. This is it's a match made in hell. I think Stephanie White and Caitlin Clark is a match made in hell for both of them. I think Stephanie White could either ruin Caitlin or Caitlin could ruin Stephanie's reputation. Yes, Caitlin Clark working off the ball requires people to pass the ball back to her. That's not going to happen. It does not happen with this team. But yeah, third round. No, Steph White won't last long enough to ruin Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark's 24 years old. Caitlin Clark is she is 24 years old. She is not going to if Caitlin Clark, by the way, if Caitlin Clark doesn't look good this season, Steph White's fired. Like, it's as simple as that. And if Caitlin Clark doesn't look good this season, Steph White's not fired, Caitlin Clark's going to be traded. Like, it is what it is. But, Z Spearman. What? Yarden Garzone, surely. Tony Morgan's not a bad pick. I don't care about Morgan, to be honest. Wait, why is the commissioner coming back for pick 33? Sarah Williams? They really brought out the commissioner just for a UConn pick. They really brought out a commissioner just for a UConn pick. Like, they really brought out the commissioner back after not being there for 15 picks. For the last UConn player. Like, they really do control the league. This is mental. They really do control the league. UConn really do control the league. Like, it is like Rory Harmon going to the Mystics. She might make the roster. But yeah, I have a really weird feeling that the Fever are planning for a life without Caitlin Clark. Reload page. Fair. I still cannot believe the Sarah Williams pick. They brought out the commissioner just for Sarah Williams. Like, Kathy actually came back for UConn. Photo optics. Yeah. Genuinely. Amelia Hassett to LA. Okay. I'm just kind of hoping Yarden Garzone's there. Yeah. Let's see. I still can't believe they brought Kathy back for UConn. Oh, she was there in person. Are none of the others there? Are none of the others there in person? Okay, that's fair enough. Were none of the others there in person? But yeah, I am. They only invite 15 players. Yeah, but there's other players there other than those 15, though, aren't there? So there's a decent chunk of players there that aren't in that 15. But yeah. What about the development slots? Yeah, I think KK is going to be a developmental slot player. All of you coming down for AZ, fair enough. I know some other players might have just been there in the crowd. At least UConn had a table on the floor. It wasn't like Kate Martin where they go to the back of the crowd for Kate Martin. Or was it in a bigger arena back then? I have no idea. The Mystics basically have no team, by the way. For saying the Mystics are fighting for 2-3 roster spots. The Mystics only have like 5 players in their contract. And the Mystics might get a bunch of assets to take bad contracts. Charlie's done. Taylor Bigby. Who's Kokoro Tanaka? Who the fuck is Kokoro Tanaka? Garzone's still on the board. Is Garzone really going to go undrafted? So the Fever's last pick is going to be made during this. What happened to my lip? I don't know. I got some sort of allergic reaction. Off screen. Yeah, sorry. Been incredibly sick and I got an allergic reaction to something I obviously took for it. My lips swelled up like fuck. So yeah, I do want to apologize. I do want to apologize for being ill and then getting an allergic reaction and staying on stream. I look fine. Look at my lip. Not only that, look at my eye. I don't know how this happened. I don't know what this is on my eye. It looks like I've been punched. I haven't left my house. There's a reason I'm blocking my face. We got 1.2k viewers, 1,000 likes. Yeah, we're almost at 1.1k likes. Only 18 off. And we're also only 7 subscribers off 58,650. Surely 7 of you, of the 1,000 people here, haven't subscribed. Surely 7 of you guys haven't. I do look like hell. Oh, I know. There's a reason why I'm like trying to sleep, trying to do everything. And no, Captain Caveman, no, I've gotten cold sores my entire life, and whatever the hell happened with this one, I obviously did something to try heal it and had an allergic reaction. My lips swelled up like fuck. It's really hard to stash foreign players. It's really, really hard. Yeah, you know what? I'm struggling due to a lack of subscribers. I am struggling due to a lack of subscribers. So yeah, if you guys could, it might make me a hell of a lot better. Bar fights are hell, man. I got into a fight on my drunken broadcast. Absolutely, you know. Yes, exactly. I got drunk and recorded a drunk video about Chloe Bibby leaving the Fever. Mick sings hoops. Looking pinkish, it's weird lighting. It's really weird lighting. I'm not. I got into a fight with a Man United fan. Leeds. What a fucking win. What a win. Yes, I am in fact the person Enrique punched. Oh, I would have liked Van Sluten. I would actually like Van Sluten. You know I'm getting lip injections. Thank you so much for the $5. Really appreciate that. Lads, we're only 2 subscribers off. 58,650. If we could get that, that'd be greatly appreciated. Van Sluten's just good at basketball. Like, she is a very good basketball player. She's just good at the sport of basketball. Yes, Grace Van Sluten really sucked for that Olivia Riu grant. I can't believe they took Taina Mare in the first round. I cannot believe they took her in the first round. Yes, I punched myself in the eye when the Fever took Raven. Absolutely. Who the fuck is Jessica Timmons? Who the fuck is Jessica Timmons? I have no idea who this is. They have signed, the Indiana Fever drafted 2, 5, 9 and under point guards. At least she shoots the 3, I guess. Like, Garzone, am I losing my mind? Is Garzone not on the board? The New York Liberty are going to get fucking Garzone. How are the New York Liberty going to get the best player? How are they going to get a player at 30, at fucking 36? I don't even care about Stokey. Garzone. Garzone was there. Garzone was right there. I have no idea what the hell. The fact that like it just take Why did they not just take a stash? Why did the Fever not just take a stash? Like, how is Poch doing? Okay, she's only 6 foot tall. She's not that big. Why the hell is she? She was 9 points per game. 9 points per game. Oh no. Oh no. Sorry, it's hard to get anything out. I forgot to mute my mic. Fuck, sorry. While I blew my nose. What makes no sense as stash? She's not very good. I gotta say it here. She's not very good. But like, why? I don't care that Garzone can't run properly. She still shoots the shit out of the ball and she's big. Like, why exactly is Garzone? If fucking Garzone ends up, if the Aces come out of this draft with Garzone and Janiah Barker, I'm gonna be really annoyed. They might have gotten two first round picks. Timmons averaged 16, yes, but she's a 5'8" point guard and the team already has 3 point guards. Yeah, there's no way. The Aces took Jordan Obi. Send the medics, I might be dead by the morning. Ironically, I'm better now than I have been the last few days. And you know what? If I died tonight, I've died happy. I got to watch the great Leeds United beating Man United today. Are these picks in? I had no idea what Jessica Timmons averaged. I didn't say I don't know why they got someone average 9 points a game. Plenty of people average 9 points a game. Is the draft over? Lonnie White to Minnesota is a really good pick. She is a really good pick. So, yeah, the Indiana Fever. In their drafts made one really good pick and one very, very odd pick. They made a very, very odd pick, and the odd pick is the third rounder, Jessica Timmons. I don't think anybody, and I mean anybody, thought that the Fever were going to draft Jessica Timmons. There was a lot of odd situations, like Lanny White falling to the last pick of the draft. Like, a lot of players that people thought had no chance of being drafted getting drafted. And Maggie Dugan went undrafted. Reagan Beers went undrafted. Like, I am shocked about that. I am shocked Reagan Beers went undrafted. Like, that is crazy. Like, I genuinely thought Reagan Beers might have been a second round pick. And Reagan Beers went undrafted. So the Indiana Fever could have gotten size. Oldacre, Reagan Beers. Instead, they draft a 5'8" point guard who's never going to be there. In the second round, they took Justine Pissot. And if you guys are new to the channel and are happy with this pick, subscribe. We are trying to get to 58,700 subscribers by tomorrow, honestly. But Justine Pissot is one of the best possible picks. She's bigger than 6'3". She's listed at 6'4". She is 2004 born. So she is what? She is 22. And her jump shot is so smooth. It is so smooth. The rest of her game, I don't know. I don't know about the rest of her game. I think there's positives and negatives overall to her game. But like her jumper is so smooth. Like it is so smooth. Like it is one of the purest jump shots in the entire draft. And you're looking at a 6'3", 6'4" player doing that. And for me, I'm like, this is good. This is what you want. You want somebody who can come in and shoot the ball and with some size. Yarden Garzone going undrafted is a surprise. Garzone going undrafted is a big surprise. For me, I'm like, there were players that I think could have fought it out for a spot in the team. Like, I think Hannah Stuckey's better than KK Timpson. I think Garzone and Pissot are basically the same player. I think they should have fought it out for a position. They should have fought it out for one spot. And instead of allowing that to happen, they draft two undersized point guards. And the front office shows that they are completely delusional because they said that they were shocked that Raven Johnson wasn't taken in the top 5. There is only one front office in the entire WNBA that thought Raven Johnson was a top 5 pick, and it was the Indiana Fevers. The only front office that thought she was a top 5 pick was Indiana. So for me, I'm like, it's not the best situation in the world. It's really not. But Justine Pissot is a unbelievable second round pick. I would have been happy with her. I would have been happy with Garzone. I would have been happy with Dugan. Ironically, Dugan and Garzone went undrafted. Like, Maggie Dugan going undrafted is a shock. Like, I understand Richmond weren't anything brilliant, but Maggie Dugan still going undrafted was a shock. Especially with some of the players that did get drafted late in the second round or the third round. Like Shay Chesky didn't get drafted. Like, she's somebody that can create her own shot. And there were a lot of weird picks in this draft, especially in that third round. There's a lot of players that have a 0% chance of making their team. And again, no Reagan Beers, no Maggie Dugan, no Yarden Garzone, no Hannah Stuckey selected, no Shay Chesky. So there are a lot of players I'm here looking at. And like Tana Mayer went first round. Like, there are first round picks that were projected to go behind people that went undrafted. Like, it was a very interesting one. It was a very interesting one late in this draft. However, I do feel like the Fever, I think they're just wasting spots. Like, I think the Fever just wasted. How many point guards do you need at training camp? Like, the Indiana Fever already have 3 on their roster. And both players they signed today were point guards. And then they drafted 2 point guards. Like, the Indiana Fever could have an entire team at training camp of all point guards. It makes absolutely no sense what they did. The pick that I really like is Justine. She is the pick that I really like for the Indiana Fever. And I feel like she is easily an A for a second round pick. I'll give her an A. However, I'm not I don't really know when it comes to the Indiana Fever if I can give them as a team. If I can, as a team, give them more than like a C. I think, could a C be a reasonable grade for their draft? Maybe a C plus or a C minus? Because again, worst case scenario, she's going to be a Katie Lou type player. And I don't hate how, like, Katie Lou Samuelson can do the job. She can absolutely do a job out there. So I don't I don't hate bringing in a Katie Lou type player as a second round pick. And the jumper's pure. She'll get open shots from Caitlin. I like this pick at 25. I really do. She has a bit of size as well. And yeah, I do feel like this one is the one pick that they hit out of the park. But like, other than that, I really don't know. I really don't know how overly positive I can be for what the Indiana Fever have done. And like, I'm trying to look at the Raven Johnson pick in the most favorable way possible. And there's no way I'm looking at this pick in a positive way. I'm looking at it and I'm like, I just can't. I can't look at any other picks other than Justine as as a home run pick, or even a pick that I can say, you know what, I don't know if anyone's is way better at this pick. And even just wasting, I don't like the wasting a third round pick either. I don't like wasting a third round pick. If you're going to waste a pick and sign someone who has a 0% chance of making the squad, get a stash. Like, there are stash players out there. If you're going to waste a pick, just like completely waste a pick. Like, it is a yeah, I just don't love it. But yeah, that is pretty much it. We have we got a stretch big, I guess. And I don't know if any of these stretch bigs are better than Beck Allen. But yeah, I don't. At the end of the day, we can't really complain too much. We asked for a stretch 4, they gave us a stretch 4 in the draft. There were some people believing that she should have been taken with the 10th pick, and that the Fever should have just took her at 10 as like an over pick, just because of the fit, and like she might have been there in the second round. So the fact that she's there, I mean, look, this is a good pick. This is a good pick. So yeah, I'm going to end the stream there. Thank you guys so much for being here for the entire draft. We somehow kept an average of like 1,500 people for the entire draft, which is mental. Which is absolutely mental. Like, we had 1,800 people here in the second round. So thank you guys so much for everything in this draft. And we are going to be we're going to be looking at Justine Pissot, and we're going to be looking a lot more obviously at her, and we're going to be looking at a lot of other players in these drafts. I'll be talking about the winners and the losers, and we're going to have a whole bunch of videos coming out before the end of the day, and obviously tomorrow as well. I will have my rants about the Indiana Fever front office tomorrow, but as of today, we're going to go and I'm going to give them a solid like C- grade. C- grade. I don't think they did too badly, but like, I'm not going to say they did well. Like, I'm not going to go and give them an F or anything, because I don't think an F is fair, because again, they drafted Justine Pissot and Raven's not that bad. But like, I don't think anything else was great. So anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys. I'm about to sneeze. Shit. I couldn't mute my mic in time. I'm going to end stream and I'm going to sleep.